Okay, yes. Once you hear that tone, and you hear that sound, you know that it's time for the drive time discussion. So you are welcome to the drive time discussion here on Smooth 98.1. It's a brand new week. And as always, you're tuned in to Smooth 98.1. My name, as always, remains Joy Oreye. And on Mondays, it's all about conversations that make us pause, think, especially where the choices we make are concerned, everyday choices. Tonight, however, we'll be diving into a conversation that touches almost every family, especially in this era of, I don't know if I'll say oversharing or constant sharing. This
Hmm.
time around, we're touching on children's privacy. We'll talk about it from, yes, this is something that at least I was conscious enough not to do. It was a conscious effort not to do. You see how it is? Sometimes you just want to post a baby's picture, the first smile, first word, the first day of going to school, funny moments at home, everything. We just want to post everything online.
Hmm.
It is cute. Yes. I will not lie. It is beautiful, but really, is it always safe? Is it ideal? We
Hmm.
say we're trying to save up the memories, we're building memories, but at the same time, we're also building digital footprint that our children, they didn't ask for. They didn't choose this. Hence why we're talking about this tonight. We're asking, are there hidden risks behind posting kids online? And trust me, this conversation is important because, like I said, we live in a world where, excuse me, one photo, just one, could affect that child's safety, could affect the child's confidence, could affect the child's identity, opportunities later in life, all because of the things we put out there.
Hmm.
It's beautiful, oh, I won't lie, but there are risks to it. However, to help unpack all this, I've got an expert in the house, a child advocate and an educator who works directly with children, parents, and schools in helping them navigate modern challenges around child development and safety. So, Lagos, you need to stay around for this conversation. My guest is in the person of Olayinka Isikalu. She's an educator. Like I said, she's a child advocate, and she's the founder and director of Blooming Kids House. It's a global online tutoring powerhouse. It grew from, just as you know how it is. They'll say, oh, we start up from one child and all that. Yes, that's how basically it is. And it started from some small beginnings and it's
Yeah.
thriving because there are thousands of children that she's sharing great insights. She's also known for her inspiring leadership. Oh, when I say her heart is with the children, trust me, it's not a small fit. But thank you so much and welcome once again, Yinka, for giving us not just your time, but about to get
Good
insights.
evening. Thanks for having me. And it's a great pleasure to be here. Although things were not working to be here, but I just had to be here because anything that has to do with children, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, we are passionate. We are passionate about them. We're passionate about not just teaching them math and English, also their emotional well being. It's very important. So
Mm.
when it comes to such topics or such topic, I am very elated to join in the conversation. Thank you
Glad,
for having me.
glad to have you.
Mm.
Honestly, I don't take it for granted that you had to make time because yeah, trust me, the small time, small is plenty.
Yeah.
But let's get into the conversation today and let me even paint a picture, okay? A study by child development researchers found that by age 5, the average child has over 1,000 images
Oh
of
my.
themselves online. 1,000 images of themselves online. And it's not that these are the kids that posted them. No, no, no.
The adults.
These adults. Another global report suggests that you have over 80,000 or percent of children that have an online presence before they even turn the age of 2. That is global. However, here in Nigeria, although we don't have enough of the official statistics or data,
But you know,
but
because
one thing I know,
we don't
we
keep
don't keep
proper
record.
records, so we may not really know the actual number.
I agree with you on that one. But one thing is certain. You see parents sharing, sometimes oversharing morning routines. You see them sharing their children their uniforms, their birthdays, posting disciplinary methods and moments, and so on and so forth. And while the intentions are often innocent, the implications might not be so innocent. And hence why we're having this conversation today. And I'd like to start off with something as simple as, what exactly is oversharing? Let's even start. What exactly is oversharing when it comes to children, and why is it that it has now become something that's normalized?
Okay, so let's start from when is it oversharing? Because right now we are in the digital age. If every mother, every father, or adult with children, they have phones. They have their phones
Oh yes.
documenting things.
Oh yes.
Even with your house help, you have to be very careful as well. They take all those photos, and it's even it's actually like a rule in my house. You don't use your phone when my children are with you, because that I can't even control that. I can control the ones with me. That is my own phone, my own gadget.
Right.
So when you overshare, that means you're oversharing information about your children that is not necessary, that is not safe for them. Okay, like you mentioned, some all in the name of get ready with me, content creation. Everybody wants to get monetized. You go on Facebook, it is a whole lot of madness. And I'm saying that because I know children, I work with children. These children, they are not asking for this. But like you said, also mentioned that some are not aware of the danger. But I can assure you, some do. But because of our art for money, we just want to make money. We want to get monetized. We want to give people the show to watch. People don't really consider all of this. They will say, well, tomorrow we take care of the sale. But right now, I want to gain my numbers. I want more followers. I want content, especially family content. I have seen this, and it's really sad. When you're oversharing, it means you're sharing what is unsafe for the child. What is going to affect that child, not just now, in the future. So that is when we know that, no, you have crossed the line. Like you're sharing their daily routine. Some will even share their badge. And you know, some schools, they are very popular. As soon as you see that uniform, you already know, even without mentioning the name of the school, we already know where that school is. We know where it's situated. We know all their branches. So, and when you share some locations, people can actually see landmarks. So they know where this place is, even without mentioning the name of the place.
Right. And
so when you do all this, get ready with me, a day in my life, a day as a content creator, mother, and all of those things, I don't think it is really necessary. It is cool sometimes. It appears to be cool. But what about the child? I tell my team members, like, when we do things, the most important part of it is the child. Let us think about the child. Like, for us especially, we don't post the face of our students. You also go to schools, they're all in the name of content. I just think it's because of the age we are in, which is the digital age. Everybody wants to have content, you know. And when children are involved, they don't know that we should have caution. We have to have caution when it has to do with children who cannot take decision on their own. So whatever you do on their behalf right now is going to affect them now and also in the future. So you have to be very careful. So like you said, when does it come to oversharing? When whatever you're sharing is not making the child safe, okay? It is not necessary, and it's going to affect that child now or in the future. That is when it is called oversharing.
My days. Well, that's a lot. one thing I know is that you've spoken about safety, spoken about how that is a major concern. And studies have shown that predators and scammers often piece together information from multiple posts, locations, school names, like you said, the routines. And that's how they get to prey on these kids. Oh, come. I've seen videos where the mother's right there,
Mm.
right? A random stranger is coming close to their fence. She's possibly in the house. It's possibly staged just to
Mm.
see how the children will react. So the mother will be
Mm.
in the kitchen. The kids are playing outside. And it's not once, not twice. I've seen this happen. The kids were playing outside. The stranger came up with some goodies and just told them, "Oh, I know your mom." Person waved in action,
Mm.
and the mom, also followed through, waved, and the kid felt, "Oh, this is someone my mom is comfortable with." And
Oh
the
my.
minute the stranger gave them the goodies, they just went along and said, "Oh, just hop into the car. We'll be back in a few." And it
And that's
happened.
it.
But it is just awakening for the parents
Yes.
as well as the kids, because not all well, some went, some didn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that is one of the risks that can come up from all that. And that brings me to, many parents feel that they simply want to document their memories,
Mm.
so it's not a thing. And talking about the safety in this, how can posting school uniforms, routines, or location be a danger to the children?
Like I stated earlier, there are some schools that you don't even need to call out their names. From
Mm,
their uniform, they already know. And now you see what is happening in Nigeria. We have kidnapping, we have
mhm,
all of those. They don't, in fact, I've seen a case whereby hackers did not even stress to get passwords to hack someone's account. Because
mhm.
by the time they try all your children's name and birthdays, they
They
can
know what,
they know what to do. They just compute those things and they get what they want. So
because you've put all those
because
information
you've put,
online already.
yes, so you've put, like myself, when I want to share my children's name, I just use Coco. You will know that the full name is Oluwakorede. If I want to use Bemsy, I mean, you will not really be able to
Do you
decode.
know? Yeah. What
You'll
the?
not be able to decode the full name. And I've seen some
Right.
parents, they do that online. And I'm like, okay, this is being conscious. I mean, you're being conscious,
Cautious.
and you're trying to still safeguard the safety. I mean, the privacy of your child. So when it
Right.
comes to oversharing, is you're looking at the dignity of your child, you're looking at the privacy, and you're looking at the safety. Are they safe?
Mhm.
What needs to be kept private for family moments shouldn't be out there on social media space. Even on your
Okay.
status, it's not everyone should everyone should not have access to your social media. I mean, your WhatsApp status, because that one is even
Right.
easier. Everybody just
Right.
download, anything you share. They can easily download that. It is that one is even faster than Instagram, Facebook. They just
I
get all those
agree.
information, and if they want
I
to use
agree.
it for anything, any site. Now I've heard where they would take
Oh
a
yeah.
child's picture and then try and clone the body to be
AI.
AI, and then they start using that picture in those. I mean, the world is dangerous right now. Gone are those days where we say it takes a whole village and we can trust the village. We can't trust the village anymore. You have to proof. You have to screen the adults that can even have access to your children. So you
Right.
shouldn't be the one to now expose them. You
Mm.
know, expose them. So when it comes to sharing children's school, I think you should let
Right.
your children be off their uniform, even if you
Okay.
want to share, because I know that some people also want to share with good intention. It's not in a bad light. So if you want
Right.
to share, like I ensure I don't really record my children when they are in their uniform. You
Right.
don't do that because like I said, many schools, people just know their names without even you mentioning them. So let them be out of their uniform. Don't video
Okay.
them in front of their school gates. That
Okay.
is already signaling to people, terrible people who want to harm
Mm.
young children. So don't do that. Don't video them in their uniform. Don't also video them when they are in their private moments, like their
Wearing their
their
panties, and then you think it's fun, you
yes,
know?
or even in their vulnerable moments when they are
Right.
angry, when they are sad, or
Oh.
maybe
But we laugh,
you
we laugh at these things and we say, oh, we're just seeing
ah,
kids being kids.
no, 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 no. You're actually you are depriving them of their privacy in the future. People can taunt them with those videos. Like maybe, for instance, your child wants to become a prefect in a school. If they have vile children, children that are very evil, they can use that against them. That whole, when you were 5, your mom said you were a liar. Children still deals with a
Ooh.
lot of things. Maybe your
Yeah.
child is still lying and you're still trying to curb it. You don't put all of those things outside. It is meant for family consumption. It is meant for you to discuss it in your family group and see how you can deal with
How
it.
can
Not
tackle
put
that?
camera on your child's face that, oh, this child is lying and I'm dealing with it. It means you're not even covering your child. You're supposed to be a cover for your own children, not
Right.
expose them, such that in the future, those videos, those pictures can
Well,
actually
hunt
go
them.
against them. Someone may want to be a president and you have videoed that child at maybe 8, stealing meat in the anything can actually make, I'm telling you, anything can make
Right.
I mean, in politics, people can use anything against you. They can go and see where
Mm.
you failed mathematics in secondary school and say this person is
Right.
not fit to be our president. A president that cannot even solve simple math. And it's just your past. And how did they get that? From your digital footprint. By who?
That they did not
By
ask
your
for.
parents. So it is very important we know these things. I know it's most times it comes from the place of love. Like sometimes you just
Right.
want to share,
Right.
see my child, beautiful. And
Mhm.
and I think we will still go into that. I don't want to,
Yes.
I'm just so excited to see, because I've seen a lot, whether in my locality, my environment, or on social media. I've seen a lot, and I'd be like, are these parents aware of the dangers that comes with all
Mm.
of these things they are doing? You will see some parents even sexualizing their children, wearing bomb shorts, and then you see that these children are actually very plumpy and they're already looking like a very, I don't want to use the word like the sexy. And before you know it, some people will not laugh over that. They will download that and start doing all sort of vile things with that video or picture you're putting online.
Very true.
So we
Very true.
need to be very careful as parents and even to schools. That is why I tell, when I mentor school owners, whether online or physical, I tell
Right.
them, do you take permission from parents? Even if you want to post, maybe they are
Okay.
having a very good
Oh,
event like
right.
debating, spelling bees, and all of that. Those ones
Do you
are
take permission?
really, yes, those ones are very important to share. But even before you share, some schools in Nigeria, they don't take permission from parents. They just assume that, oh, is it not a
Everything is
beautiful
fine.
program? It should be aired. Everybody should know all the good stuff we're doing. It is good. We are not saying it's not good. But have you taken permission from parents before you post that picture? Before you post that performance by that child? Before you
Right.
post that report? Or results that some people will be so excited. Oh, we made
They just
this
want to show
student.
off. Right. This is
Yes,
our
like from
best
us
student.
now,
And
it's like evidence. You go to all our coaches, they'll tell you, post your evidence, post your evidence. When it comes to children or any business that has to do with children, we need to
right.
be careful, okay? So that we will not put too much information out there that than necessary or that is not safe. Thank you.
Ooh, that indeed is important, especially when it
Hmm.
comes to digital footprint, because somehow these children inherit it without you even be I've seen the pictures for certain kids before they even know how to speak. I already have seen their posts and
Hmm.
I can follow through. I can tell you how they sleep, when they wake up, and all that. And like you said, they didn't ask for this,
Yeah.
but these are what we see, and um, it can be very harmful for the children. Well, this is Drive Time discussion here in Smooth 98.1. You can be a part of the conversation as a parent, as a teacher, as, a guardian, as someone who is invested in children. You can share your
Mhm.
thoughts this evening. If you're wondering how, you can call the studio line 0700 2255 981, 0700 2255 981 to, express your thoughts, share your opinions. However, you can't call the studio. Nah, you can't call the WhatsApp line today. I apologize. Because my guest is joining me virtually, so it will be a bit of a task to get your call through. So
Oh,
what you can do is call the studio line. However, you can send your messages.
yes,
Yes, you can send your
questions.
messages on WhatsApp. Voice notes, send them as well. I'll take all questions that you have, contributions. I'd appreciate them. 0911 999 0981. That is the studio. That's the WhatsApp line. I beg your pardon. To share your thoughts. If you want to call the studio line, 0700 2255 981. WhatsApp is 0911 999 0981. That platform you can send a voice note, can send a text. You can't call because my guest is joining me virtually, and like I said, it will cause a bit of no, the reception will be poor,
Oh,
and I'd like her to also be able to hear you whilst is you're sharing your thoughts. All right, let's talk about something that I saw this research
okay.
as I was working through this topic, and it had to do with digital footprint, right?
Hmm.
Um, the, uh, the research stated that by adulthood, a child may have thousands
Hmm.
of data points online, and it could affect their identity, could affect their reputation and their career opportunities, which is also something you alluded to,
Yes.
say for instance, a child has been doing poorly in school. Oh, you have a call coming through. Let's quickly take this. I'll come back to it. Hello, good
Okay.
evening. Hello, good evening. My word, it's not connecting. Please do want to call back. 0700 2255 981. I really would love to hear your thoughts. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hi. Yes, finally. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Ah. mm, yeah. Now. Mm. Okay. She she made lemonade at the time. Mm. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's the way it's supposed to be. Right. I agree. Mm. Ooh, I'm losing your train of thoughts. Right, 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 right. Mm-hmm. Ah, hmm. Let's not even talk about the outfits.
Hmm.
Mm,
Hmm.
right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yes. Yeah, so that's even what sparked this conversation. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm. That's deep. That's deep. Ah, let's not even talk about the songs and the dance steps.
Mm-mm. 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 Don't go there.
Mm. No filter. I agree.
Hmm.
There are certain things that I wouldn't share. All right. Mm. Amen to that. All right. All right, Ayo. Thank you so much for your kind thoughts. Oh my word. Okay. Well, is another one coming through? That was very insightful. Let's take this one. Hello, good evening. Ooh, that's dropped. Okay. Do the call back 0700 2255 981. That is the okay. Take it. Another call. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. Hi, good evening. Another female. Awesome. What's your name and where are you calling us from? All right. Please, please share. Please share your thoughts. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm. Ooh. Hmm. To do their own things. Mm. Sorry, I'm losing your train of thoughts. Okay. Hmm. Thank you so Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. Okay. Interesting thing she said. You know,
Okay.
with children, right? Some kids they already, well, some parents have already given them phones, so they already have access to the internet. See
Hmm.
them posting things. Their parents even aren't aware. You see,
Wow.
you know how it is. Some kids would, back then it was a thing. You have extra clothes inside your bag
Mm-hmm.
because you knew that you were going to hang out with your
Anger,
friends
anger,
after school.
yes. Without
The
permission.
inappropriate clothes that you weren't supposed.
Clothing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a thing. And all this whole monetizing thing kind of has made it even worse off.
That monetizing has actually caused a lot of harms because now people want to, even children that are still children, they want to get monetized and they want to do everything not even morally right just to be
Just
seen.
to
Just to be seen. And you will see adults doing the same in front of a child. Now, Facebook is not safe anymore, even for adults, because you have to protect your eyes. You know, you have to protect your heart, and it's from what your eyes can see that is going
right.
to pollute your mind. So, in as much as you are an adult, you are still a
Mhm.
living being. So you need to just streamline some content on social media. So before I thought Facebook was safe, but now Facebook is not even safe. They show sexual things. You will see.
Oh yeah,
I am
all the
getting agitated.
platforms.
I am getting agitated as I'm talking about it because I see it all the time. Because I just wonder: do they have families? Are their
Mm,
family members, are they watching? Are they seeing them to call them to caution? Like, can you take this down? So imagine a child growing in such environment. That child would do anything possible just to get seen, just to get monetized, just to go viral. So it is not something that it's rare anymore. It's common everywhere.
right,
It is
right.
common now.
I
So we
have
just
more
have
calls
to
coming
pray.
through. Let's take this. Hello, good evening. Ooh, it's dropped off as well. I'm not sure what's happening. Please keep calling. I will take it. 0700 2255 keep the calls coming. If you can't, just send a message, send a voice note. I promise I'll take all the messages and the voice note as we move along on this conversation. Let me take this message from AY in Oniru. AY says privacy for children, especially infants, is very important.
Important.
The risks are far encompassing. Creating and capturing moments with children should be done with responsible discretion. Not everything needs to be put out there for social media consumption, and parents really need to do better for the safety of their kids. I couldn't agree more with you on this one, AY.
I
Thank you
agree
so much
too.
for
Yes.
this. Obina, good evening to you. Obina says, if it were up to me, sharing information about children or even exposing them online should be banned and
Yes.
potentially considered a criminal offense. And we'll come to that because I know in Australia.
On Australia, I just wanted to mention that in Australia they are doing the Lord's work in that country, and
So
I'm thinking maybe we
do
should
we have to
relocate to
adopt that?
Australia.
Let me pause your thoughts. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Okay, please share your thoughts. Okay. Okay. The children are up to as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Mm. This. Mm, mm. All right. Thank you. What? But no. Okay. No. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much, wonderful, for sharing your thoughts. Well, he's not. He says that he's putting this one at the foot of the men. They failed in his own words. Well, I don't know.
Wow.
I'd like you to weighing on this.
So what I didn't get that.
Oh, so wonderful was talking about how he says the men are no longer building the family right, and that's why
Hmm.
things are panning out the way they are right now. Well, he's just called out more of the men than any other thing else.
I think I can relate, but I think it takes two to tango. And when it comes to the home units, I
Mm-hmm.
don't like putting blames on
On
gender,
anyone,
on
right?
anyone, whether mother or father. It just takes two, like I said, to tango. When it comes to intentional parenting, we need
Mm-hmm.
to understand that it's not just the mother.
Mm-hmm.
And in this part of the world, we're used to a woman making the home, the
Mm-hmm.
woman doing all of those, more moral upbringing and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, if you go to some other homes who
Right.
understand this phrase that I just said, that it takes two to tango, mother will come in, father will come in
I
and
agree.
build a solid home that is uprightly, that is raising children who are not just
Intentional
brilliant.
parenting.
Yes, who are not just brilliant in books, but morally, spiritually, in every aspect. Psychologically, these children are raising them appropriately. So, and at the end of the day, we also say it's God, but don't just leave everything to God. You need to do your part.
You also need to do your part.
You need to do your part. So you do all of that, components of prayers, and you being a model. I tell people, it is not what you say to your children that they will do. It is what you would do. What you do, they would do. You are a template for them to follow. So you need to build your family template. Your children know that, no, we don't wear clothes that reveal our private parts. They know we greet people. We don't just see people older than us and we just look at them. They see all of these things. We read in our home. We don't say foul languages. We don't, they are just.
We don't use derogatory language. I have a call coming through. Let's quickly take it before. Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Good evening.
First of all, I want to disagree a little bit with the last caller that just called.
Everyone is entitled to the opinion, so, but you can. Okay.
The married woman, you can differentiate. First of all, like he said, she's a married woman. Second of all, she's an adult. You don't tell her what to put on. And I think there are certain things a married woman would not wear to an event where there are kids, where they have kids. Right?
Okay.
It's just common sense. Now, to the part of the kids and the children, saying the father and the mother, they have long ways. Most especially the father has more hands to play in this. And also emphasize on divorcees and single mothers, right? Okay, first of all, you can disagree with me, but you can actually train a child to
the standard you want. Very true.
So they can have their email, you can have the things they do. But they have friends that we're not brought up well.
The influences around that child.
Around that child, yeah.
Friends are not talk about their back because they are scared.
Right, pressure. Exactly.
Okay, I will tell that what's going on, what's going on, and they open up. And at the end of the day, when the woman cannot handle, she will tell the dad, not because she's trying to
cover up.
She can. And at the end of the day, whatever the dad does, for the child to either tell again
or hide it.
Child, they came into the room and they saw a little boy watching porn. You know, a very little boy, and they were wondering,
how did he get access? Yeah.
To find out, for their play dates, the uncles there
will also be viewing those things.
You know, I don't want
what?
You know, children, they don't keep secrets. They tell the friend, and they also allow gadgets. The next thing the friend still started watching.
Oh my word.
That's my idea. They didn't want them to be this way. You can see how this one came into the picture now. And you know how children can be.
Very impressionable.
They too want to do it.
The narrative within our space.
You can train up a child properly. You can train him or her rightfully. At the end of the day, one day, that child will leave your home.
Very true.
He's going to a higher institution or a boarding house, and you don't know what's going on there. Only 50% of children have mind on their own and say, no, I can't do this.
This is not what I want to.
same thing. Or let's say,
and you're the odd one out.
You say, no, I don't want to join them.
Okay.
These are children. If you buy a dress, a very fine dress for a child, and she goes out, the other kids, they will be
They're wearing shorts and clothes. No.
If they stole the dress, or they didn't pay, or it was on loan, they want to. Sometimes when you do something from your house, you also make sure this thing is a collective advice for all parents.
Right.
And now about the social media things children watch, and a lot of times my kids, they have iPads, they have gadgets, they have laptops, and but I oversee their emails. I have their iCloud.
Right.
Everything.
So there's nothing you can. They can't even relate. So it's all about us as parents at the end of the day. Oh, wait, did you hear someone in school? Your own bit. All right. Thank you. All right.
There are a lot of people that they brought up very well, both from their parents, Christian homes, religious homes. They taught them wrong and right. These days, some of them don't have conscience. Some of them are killers. Some of them are. It takes your own mind to know what is wrong and what is right.
Thank you.
We try to hold the children and just pray and put them on the right path. That's just all I have to say.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. Plenty indeed, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, Inka, there's a message I need us to take before time has literally flown by.
This topic has extended into parenting, into intentional parenting.
Oh yeah. It's a whole
takes a lot.
But I need to take this message. I was reading it before, Obina's message. It says, let me just take it from the start. It says, if it were up to me, sharing information about children or even exposing them online should be banned and potentially considered a criminal offense. From a spiritual perspective, many children have been exploited, initiated into dark practices, sacrificed, and used for sinister purposes, all because of a simple picture online. It may seem unbelievable, but the internet is breeding ground for evil entities preying on innocent children. Moreover, exposing kids to online world can lead to a plethora of issues. Instead of focusing on the studies, they are often introduced to inappropriate content such as pornography and may even be radicalized into harmful groups or ideologies. Children should be shielded from the online world, except that's what we're talking about. So basically, children should be shielded from the online world. Thank you so much for your thoughts there, Obina.
That was deep, and it's very true. Like, I think
it's a whole lot.
And that's why I'm really happy for the new development in Australia. That is the only way, because these things it's a lot. It's big. It's bigger than one individual. If you as a parent, you are trying to shield, you're doing this, like I said, your children cannot only live in your house. So
they will interact with
you will see some people taking pictures of just random pictures without even soliciting for permission or asking for permission. They just take it. And like I mentioned, in schools where we have parties, programs, and even in children's parties, you see content. Everybody wants to make content.
Oh my word!
Make content out of everything.
Last caller spoke about the songs.
The songs.
The
inappropriate songs, the inappropriate
even
dressing.
As an adult. There are some songs I hear, I'm like, wait,
No,
that's at a child's party?
no,
What
no,
were we
no.
thinking?
And the kind of songs we have right now, the lyrics, they are too sexual. They've sexualized every single thing. Your children are hearing what they're not supposed to hear. And then the pictures, the videos, the dance, it's just a whole lot, a whole lot. So the only thing that we can do is maybe government coming in to regulate. Just
Okay.
don't post children at all. Because there's no how you want to manage everything. The world is a digital world. As soon as you step out, you can see that even now, you have to be very careful. You may just be in your vulnerable state and somebody is recording you without your
Oh
permission.
yes. Oh
And before you
yes.
know it is posted online.
And
Even for
then
you.
they see you at your worst, not understanding the
Worse.
context that that picture was taken from. You can imagine me lying down in a hospital, and then that's the only image a person will choose to want to
To
put out
watch.
there. Why?
I.
Why would
So
that be the thing you choose as the most?
now that is you, an adult. Now let us bring it back home to parents posting their children vulnerable states. Like when they are crying, throwing tantrums. Even sometimes
Yes.
a 4-year-old, I've seen a video, a mom was recording maybe for content. I think they are family content creators. And then as soon as she put the camera on the 4-year-old, said, Mommy, no, like she was, the girl was covering her eyes. Mommy, no, I don't want videos. That is a child that is already tired, telling you, don't take my videos, don't take my pictures. I don't want it. That's a no from a child, even if that child is yours, because right now you are their caregiver and they cannot really do a lot for themselves. But whatever problem you create now is going to haunt
Oh,
them when they can
most
now
definitely.
stand up for themselves. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful, all in the name of content creation or just you from your very good heart of sharing. Please let us apply caution. Let us apply caution. Let us apply caution. It is, I
I
know we want to share.
it's a lot, it's a lot to actually
Mm,
unpack. But I want to say very big thank you for your insight. Thank you as well, Lagos, for your contribution. This conversation doesn't just end here. If it's intentional for you to, in your own homes, figure out
yes.
how things need to work. It's sometimes you would think that being overly strict is the way to go. It could
Mm-hmm.
just be the small teeny weeny space, and then they take that, oh, my home is so strict that they just misbehave. So
Yeah.
you also want to give leeway. I'm not saying you want to give them space to also be able to speak to
No.
you, talk to you, share those things.
There should be a balance. You have to balance it. Like I also tell people, like I said, we love the way our parents, how they parented us. Okay. There are some values and there are some methods that I'm going to import from the olden days. Because
Right.
there
It
are some that
worked.
are
It worked back then.
yes, there were some that are actually, traumatic, and it gave some of us trauma. I won't
Oh
bring that in. Okay.
yeah.
But there are some that we cannot just leave it out and say we are Gen Z or we are generation, whatever. We still have to bring it in. Like taking away privileges if you do not do what I want you to do. I'll take away that tab for 1 month if I want to. I won't say, hey, because I want to provide every good things for my children and spoil their
And let
lives
you.
with luxury. I would let my children work for something before they get it. All
Mm,
those methods, I can still bring it in, but I will not beat a child anyhow because I know what it did to me or some people that
growing
I
up as
knew
well.
then. Okay.
Right.
I will not make my child go hungry because I want to punish them. So I'm trying to tell you that there are some things, old methods of parenting that we can still import into this
Uh-huh.
generation. There are some that we just have to let go because it did not work. It just gave us trauma. Okay.
Mm.
But some people will say, I'm not traumatized, but some of us, we are traumatized because some of us, we scream at every provocation. We want to fight, all those are traumas. They are trauma from our past parenting
That
style.
we've
Okay.
just pushed off to the
It's just,
background because
yes.
Okay, I'm good.
Yes.
But in
Then
actual
another
fact,
thing I want to mention is if you have the urge to document things and you
right,
know that just have like maybe emails, files, your Google Drive,
right,
put
right.
them there, write
Save
letters.
them
I've seen
there.
a parent how she shared that every milestones she would document like a letter and with pictures. And at the end of the day, when the child or the children when they grow up by
That's
18,
where they
imagine you
they
growing up
access it.
at 18 and it's just like you're reading your life. You're seeing all the videos just for you, not for public consumption, for you.
Right.
That is brilliant. And she said she documented that in Google Drives, email, she write letters on their birthdays. Instead of you announcing to the world, today is my child's birthday and all of that, she would take all the cute photos and document
And
them and
save
write
them.
letters on their graduation. So anytime you have the urge to do all of that, can you have somewhere private? Even it could be
That
it
you
could even
save
be
them.
family WhatsApp group. You just document all of that there. So you know that you're sharing with family that truly matter in the life
But you
of a
should
child.
also be able to tell the family, extended family members not to share.
Yes, because
Because some people don't have the
that
decorum
have
to know how not
a
to
family
share.
member where someone just got to know that someone died, and even the real biological children, they were not
I'm
in the country.
aware.
They have not even gotten the news. And you just
Ooh.
went to your status and post, rest in peace. It is sad. Someone you don't even know, I'm sure you don't even care about the person who died. Because if
Wow.
you do, you will still be like in shock, not
And
posting.
not post.
So it's a
Yeah.
lot.
A lot. A lot. A lot that has been spoken about tonight. Well, I want to thank you again, once again for sharing
You're
this
welcome.
insights, and thank you, Lagos, for your summations as well. The conversation, like I said, never ends here.
And please, I have something to say to the school owners because I operate in the school environment and,
Okay.
we want to promote our school, we want to promote our
Oh yes.
programs, we want to promote our excellent results by the children we have tutored. So
Right.
if you want to do that, you can ask for permission from
From
parents who
parents.
want you to share. And when you share, you don't share just openly. You can blur out names. You want to share someone's results. Like that's what we do in our institution. We blur names of the students where we just get excited. Maybe someone just passed their SAT in America or IGCSE, and we are so very excited. And we took after taking permission from the parents for
You
us to
cannot
post it
post.
online. We blur out the name of the child. Or maybe a child did a fantastic presentation. We blur out the video, the face of the
Right.
child. So that's
Right.
like we doing a security check. I know this is the world of AI. Things can still be done, but we just have to do what we have to do. So that's my advice to school owners with children's pictures. And I think your event should be private. It should not be documented. It could be maybe you should have like a school. There's a word I'm looking for that
A
you can just
word
put.
wall or something.
Like
So for future references, they can always go
yes,
back
maybe you
and
have your newsletter. You can put everything there. Parents can
right.
see on their wall. Maybe if you have a parent portal, they have events right
Something
there
to
to
go look
view instead
for.
of posting it online.
Right.
And that's it.
Well, we've gone over time, but it was a worthy conversation,
Thank
and
you for having
yeah,
me.
I know that one thing I'd like to say is I know that when digital age where we have this urge to want to post things, it's cute,
Mm,
but we also want to protect our wards because safety, safety is
safety.
important.
Yeah.
Safety is important. If not, you'll be robbing them of their peace of mind and
Mhm.
their privacy.
And their
You might
privacy.
you may not understand it now, but in the future, it could just be dealing a heavy blow on them.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Lagos. It is 6 minutes already gone past 8. We have eating deep into the request line, so the request line is officially open. Oh my word.
We
Thank you
done.
so much.
We're offline.
Uh,